Before we dive into today's topic, hit that subscribe button and join our smart modern living family, where we explore how technology, psychology, and modern life shape the way we think and live. Now, let's uncover why your daily habits aren't as innocent as you think. Welcome back to Smart Modern Living. Every single day, we wake up, maybe roll over and check our phones, grab that first cup of coffee, and then mindlessly scroll through our feeds. It's all on autopilot, right? We do these things without a second thought. But have you ever stopped to wonder why you do them? What's the invisible force driving these automatic actions? Today we are pulling back the curtain and decoding the fascinating, and sometimes unsettling, psychology behind our modern habits. We're going to explore how our digital lives are quietly, but powerfully, rewiring the very structure of our brains. Stick around, because what you learn today might just change how you live tomorrow. So, what exactly is a habit? At its core, a habit is simply a behavior that becomes automatic through repetition. It's your brain's way of being efficient, of creating a shortcut so you don't have to consciously think about every little thing you do. Psychologists have a neat little model for this, called the routine reward loop. It's a three-step process that's running in the background of your life all day long. Let's break it down with a super common example. Imagine this. Your phone buzzes on the table. That's the cue. It's a trigger that your brain recognizes. Your routine, you immediately pick it up and check it, and the reward. That little rush of satisfaction, that hit of a brain chemical called dopamine, when you see a message from a friend or a new like on your post. Cue, routine, reward. Simple, right? Our brains are hardwired to love this efficiency. Habits literally save mental energy, freeing up our conscious mind to focus on bigger, more complex problems. But here's the catch. In today's hyper-connected world, this ancient, survival-based system has been hijacked by technology. And that brings us to the star of the show, dopamine. You've probably heard of it, often called the feel-good chemical, but it's more of a seeking or motivation chemical. It's what drives you to seek out things that your brain thinks will bring you a reward. Modern apps, streaming services, online shopping sites, they are all master manipulators of our brain's dopamine system. Think about it. Every notification, every like, every add to cart button is meticulously designed to trigger a small, satisfying dopamine release. This trains us, like a dog learning a new trick, to crave more and more of that digital interaction. The system is eerily similar to the one that makes slot machines so addictive. The unpredictable nature of the reward keeps you pulling the lever. Except now, that slot machine fits right in your pocket. This is precisely why you open Instagram just for a minute, and suddenly, an hour has vanished. You weren't weak. You were caught in a powerfully designed dopamine loop. Your brain was just doing what it was trained to do, chase the next potential reward. It's not your fault, but understanding it is the first step to reclaiming your attention. Let's get specific and talk about some of the subtle traps of our modern habits. These are things that feel completely normal, but are secretly rewiring our brains for distraction. First up, the endless scroll. Ever notice how on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, there's no bottom? You can just keep scrolling forever. This isn't an accident. It's a deliberate design choice to remove stopping cues. In the past, you'd finish a chapter in a book or an article in a magazine, and that would be a natural point to stop. The endless scroll eliminates that, so your brain never gets the signal that it's time to quit. Next, let's talk about the myth of multitasking. We often feel incredibly productive when we're juggling emails, a Zoom call, and a chat window all at once. The reality, our brains can't truly multitask. We're actually just task switching very rapidly. This constant switching comes at a cost. It increases the production of the stress hormone, cortisol, and it makes it much harder to achieve deep, focused work. Instead of doing 3 things at once, you're just doing 3 things poorly. And finally, the tyranny of constant notifications, pings, dings, buzzes, and pop-ups. Each one is a tiny interruption that yanks your attention away from what you're doing. These notifications keep your brain in a constant state of high alert, a fight or flight mode, waiting for the next stimulus. This makes sustained concentration, or what experts call deep work, nearly impossible. These habits feel normal, but they're creating a new normal for our brains, one that prefers short bursts of information, craves instant gratification, and struggles with prolonged focus. So, the big question is, how do we break free? How can we regain control in a world designed to capture our attention? The good news is, it's entirely possible. It's not about throwing your phone away or moving to a cabin in the woods. It's about becoming a conscious user of technology. The first, and most crucial step is awareness. You can't change a habit you don't know you have. Start by simply observing your own behavior without judgment. When do you reach for your phone? What's the trigger? Is it boredom, loneliness, procrastination? Just noticing your patterns is a huge win. You could even keep a small notebook for a day and jot down every time you get distracted. Next, a powerful strategy is to replace, don't just remove. Our brains hate a vacuum. If you just tell yourself stop scrolling, you'll probably fail. Instead, replace the bad habit with a better one. When you feel the urge to scroll, swap it with something else. Maybe you'll read a page of a book, do 5 push-ups, or take a short walk around the room. The goal is to give your brain a new, healthier routine to latch onto when the cue appears. Then, there's the magic of environment design. Make it harder to perform the bad habit and easier to do the good one. If you want to stop checking your phone first thing in the morning, don't charge it by your bed. Put it in another room. If notifications are derailing your focus, turn them all off. Be ruthless. Schedule specific times to check email and messages instead of letting them interrupt you all day. You are the architect of your environment. Finally, practice delaying the reward. When you feel the pull to check social media or buy something online, just wait. Tell yourself, I'll do it in 5 minutes, then 10, then maybe 30. This simple act of pausing helps to retrain your dopamine response. It puts you back in the driver's seat, teaching your brain that you are in control, not the impulse. Remember, small, incremental changes are what build new, lasting habits. And these new habits, in turn, will literally reshape your brain for the better, strengthening your ability to focus and be present. Modern life isn't inherently bad. The technology we have is amazing, but it is, by its very nature, designed to keep you engaged for as long as possible. The key to thriving in this world is to become aware of the psychology at play and to use that knowledge to your advantage. It's about being an intentional participant in your own life, not just a passive consumer. If you found this video helpful and it gave you some food for thought, please hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe for more insights into smart modern living. And I want to know what's one habit you want to take control of. Let me know in the comments below by writing, I'm taking control. Your journey inspires others. Thanks for watching. Remember, smart living starts with smart thinking. See you in the next one.